All right, everybody. So we went ahead and finished the workout. I got out of work, and today I worked, like I said, 10 hours today. I wasn't going to come to the gym, but just like how I mentioned to you guys earlier about being accountable and having accountability partners, today actually I was about to have a rest day, and my friend was like, "Hey, let's go to the gym," and I almost bailed, but he convinced me to come. I'm glad I did. We were hitting back, and we hit a little bit of chest, kind of like the Arnold split, which was actually pretty good. And for those of you that don't know, I've been working out at Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness. We call it Planet No Gains because there's no free weights except for dumbbells. But we hit some PRs today, and it feels pretty good. I haven't hit. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. We just walked out of the gym, so I haven't hit any free weights in a while. And today was the first day in who knows how many months. So just getting the cobwebs out, getting back into it. And if it wasn't for my friend, I wouldn't have came. So I'm glad he convinced me to come because actually it was a pretty good workout, even though it's pretty busy. It's I don't even have a watch, but I don't know what time it is, like 10 o'clock?
10:36.
10:36. So not only did I already work 10 hours, I came to the gym, I got my butt to the gym. I went ahead and had a really good workout. Not one of those workouts where you come in and just, do the movements and go through the motions and go home and be like, oh, that wasn't even a good workout. Why did I come? So we actually pushed ourselves, and it was actually pretty good. What do you think? Anything to the...
Yeah, PR day.
Hey, and let me show you. What'd you hit today?
Today I PR'd 315 on the incline.
315 on the incline. So
First time.
first time?
There's no video proof of it
Well, he hit it.
because you didn't record it, but
I didn't
it'll happen.
I didn't record it because it went really smooth. So that's why I told him it wasn't even a PR because
It wasn't a struggle.
he didn't even struggle, so it wasn't even a PR. So that's why it wasn't even worth recording because
There's more to come.
there's more to come.
Yeah.
But just like I was mentioning to you guys, make sure if you guys have a close group or a friend group, make sure you guys are telling each other what you guys are doing so you guys can have each other accountable. And just like how I'm doing, the videos, obviously my friend's here, he's being
By the way, I'm
supportive.
David.
I didn't even introduce him. His name is David.
Yeah.
We go back way back.
Yeah, we met at the years ago at the little YMCA in East LA.
In East LA. So I haven't been working out with him consistently just because we moved further apart, but I try to make time to at least come and work out. You good, brother? And I'm glad I came. I'm glad he pushed me to come just because I wasn't planning on it. So like I mentioned to you guys earlier, if you guys have a planned rest day and you guys still show up, it's just the cherry on top.
What do you gotta tell everybody out there that is thinking too much?
That they're thinking too much? Just do it, right? Just do it. Don't think about it, just do it.
Yeah.
And that's what he was telling me, because I was telling him, nah, I don't want to come today. It's too late. I'm
Let's
tired.
come in the morning.
Yeah, I was telling
The
him,
morning wasn't gonna happen.
if I'm being honest, I probably would have slept in. I probably would have missed our workout.
Yeah.
And
then there goes your weekend.
exactly. So at least now we got the workout in, something extra.
Yeah.
And tomorrow there's another potential workout. But it's all about getting yourself to do things that you're not wanting to do at that
Get
time.
out of your norm. Get out of your normal routine.
Exactly.
Just get to it.
Exactly. And David, he's one of my friends that has been very supportive of everything that I've done. So when I came to him that I was going to start doing YouTube and trying to do a mini transformation, he was all for it. He was supportive.
YouTube is the best platform. Now you can show the realness,
Exactly.
It's not staged. There's no camera crew here. We're just in a parking lot.
We're just talking right
We're
after our workout.
just here in the moment.
Exactly. And we're going to look back and reflect on these days. And these are the days that count the most. Not only obviously working out, but your discipline, your mental focus, your drive, everything comes into play, because if you're not going to come and do something that's going to benefit you directly, that's already a red flag if you're not doing that. And that goes with everything, with your finances, with your job, with your workouts, with your eating habits. So, don't just be slacking on one thing and try to give your all on one, because it's like putting one egg on one basket and the rest in the other.
Yeah.
And you're not
Yeah, exactly.
you're not going to benefit, because you're doing a whole lot of nothing, and then you're trying to do the most. So it doesn't add up. So like I mentioned to you guys earlier, 1% better. And I'm not coming here trying to go ahead and be Mr. Olympia or anything, but it definitely is a motivational boost, a mental boost, and it makes you feel good. Right now, when I first pulled up, I was this close to just driving back home. And right now, I just feel like I just woke up, like that euphoria of working out, that peak that you get when you just worked out. And right now, I feel great, and luckily, I feel good because I have a pretty long drive home.
we almost this workout wasn't gonna happen because we came in on a free trial.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. So we came in, and the guy at the front was telling us that we can't come in because we didn't have a membership, and the sales representative people weren't there to help us out. And I came like 30 minutes. I drove 30 minutes to come here. So I wasn't going to get turned down just because where else was I going to go? I already drove down here. So luckily the front desk guy was really, really chill. I forgot to grab his name, but I don't want to put him on blast. But he was pretty chill to let us both work out. And he even let us keep our week membership or our week free trial. So we might come back here next week and try it again for a week. So we kind of tweaked the system a little bit. So we got in without having to pay or or having to sign up. But luckily we still have our free week to come back next time. And this gym was actually pretty cool. I think they just is it new? Fairly new? Yeah, I think it wasn't here a couple years ago. Especially this.
These apartments
Where?
behind you.
Oh, I didn't even notice there were apartments. Wow. You see, that's... Well, I can't say they're lucky because I used to live right next to a gym too, and I didn't take advantage of it. So I can't say, oh, it must be nice because I had it before.
Sometimes when it's so easy in your head, you make it so hard.
Exactly, and that's the other thing. You're always in your head, and like I mentioned to you guys earlier, oh, I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I literally lived. If you guys can pan, if you can pan it over there, from where I'm standing to the entrance of that gym is literally how far I used to live from the gym at home, and I maybe went a handful of times, and now that they closed it, all of a sudden I wanted to go and show up to the gym. But you see what happens when you try to postpone something? Eventually when you want to get to it, it's just your opportunity is gone. And that leads back to my other point, you try to take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way, because you never know when it might not come by again, or you never know how long it lasts, especially with this YouTube thing. Like I mentioned to you guys earlier, it's now or never. And if I didn't start this YouTube this year or this time around, I don't think I would have started it. So that push to start and that push to get going definitely gets you hooked on the creating process, on the on the brainstorming. Now we're talking about ideas on videos. We're talking about what we can do.
Yeah.
So
it's been a long time since we even met up for a workout.
exactly.
It's been
It's like
almost a year.
almost a year, and that's the whole thing
And
about.
you see, we just broke it out of nowhere.
Exactly, he hit me up.
Broke our norm.
Yeah,
Our
he
excuses.
exactly. You hit
Like,
me up earlier in the day.
That was it.
You hit me up earlier in the day, and you were like, "Hey, let's work
Look
out."
what flourished. We had
Exactly.
a workout.
Exactly. And that's what I was gonna tell you guys. You know, it's
If you have maybe somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, hit them up.
exactly.
Just talk.
And
Hit
then
'em up.
you know, you like the friends that you have, if they're truly your friends and you know they're truly supportive.
Yeah, if you're out for a few months, you know, it's like you just catch up like nothing.
Exactly. And
It
we
doesn't
haven't.
even feel like it, huh?
No, I feel like I was literally telling my girlfriend the other day that we were talking early on the phone, and you told me like, "Hey, let's work out today," and we haven't really spoken on the phone in like maybe 2-3 months, and we haven't seen each other in about a year.
Yeah.
But it feels like we just saw each other yesterday,
Yeah.
and that's that whole mutual understanding of he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
We're both trying to build something, so there's no animosity if we don't see each other or we don't talk to each other every day. So when he hit me up this morning, it wasn't like, oh, all of a sudden David's hitting me up and what does he want? It was like, oh, hey, what's up, man? What you been up to? And we literally caught up where we ended last time. So it wasn't like, oh, this is awkward or what the heck's going on. Is, you know, transitional? Is it smooth? And that's what happens when you truly have, you know, real friends and you have people that really support you, that they're going to be understanding of your process and your grind and vice versa. Because I know he has a lot of things going on, and if he's busy and I'm free and I ask him to hang out and he says no, I'm not going to take it the bad way. As a what?
Got a baby on the way.
Oh yeah, he's got a baby on the way, so he's six months pregnant.
6 months.
6 months pregnant. So, and that's the other thing, you know, I know he's gonna get busy, so I'm not gonna go ahead and you know, be all salty about it and anything like that. So whenever the opportunity comes around, we're gonna go ahead and hang out again. But we're trying to at least do something once a week. Hopefully, I don't want it to get at least once a month. That's too long. At least once a week, because it's also good to go ahead and reconnect with the same group and same like-minded people. You don't.
Got some more friends to introduce you in a couple more videos. That
Yeah.
Same old thing. We don't see them for a few months, and then we catch up, and it's like we haven't.
And that's the other thing that I was going to tell you guys. I moved, so all my friends and family live in Los Angeles, and then I moved about 30-40 minutes away. So I don't really get to see my friends and family as often as I like. And that's another reason why David and I haven't seen each other in about a year or so. But again, you know, it's about having that support group and them being understanding, because if I come back and ask them to hang out, they're not going to be like, oh, who is this? And what do you want all of a sudden? It's going to be like, hey, man, what you been up to? And the same support group is also the same group that's going to go ahead and motivate you to do better things, because he's doing his thing. He's pretty successful. My other friends are doing their thing. They're pretty successful. And to be quite frank, I did look up to them because they're a little bit older than I am, but they were definitely role models and definitely some footsteps to go ahead and follow with them, because they were there for me when I was barely coming up. And I remember when David and I first started hanging out, I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job. What? I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job.
From Kansas, and I thought he was Superman. That was it.
Yeah, I just moved here from Kansas, and I didn't know anybody. And luckily, David and I met at the gym, and we hit it off. And again, you know, it's you gravitate towards people that are real, people that are genuine, and I didn't know like this friendship and relationship was going to flourish. And I'm glad it did, because, you know, you have friends for life. And just like I mentioned, we're not going to see each other every single day, but at least we have that friendship and that relationship and that mutual understanding where we're both doing our thing. And when we're together, we try to make the most of it. And just like I told you guys, I don't have any vices. I don't go out partying. I don't go out drinking. and neither does David. And
Used to.
we used to. Like I said, I used to do all that stuff, but not anymore. And
I call it the itch.
the
When
itch.
you're young, you have an itch to go out.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody wants to. Everybody obviously sees everybody doing it on TV. Their friends, their older siblings, but that's one thing that I regret doing. If I'm being honest with you guys,
Yeah, nothing good comes from
nothing good came out of it except lost time, lost money. You feel like crap because your body's basically decaying from all the poison that you're intaking. So at this point, our parting is going to the gym at 10 something. So it's about the things that you don't do that are going to benefit you. Like I don't go out drinking, I don't stay up too late, I don't go and try to find things that are going to get me in trouble.
So today's message of the video is, what's the message today?
Today's message of the video is accountability, I would say. Just because I said it earlier in the video that if you don't have an accountability partner, you have to try your hardest to be your own accountability. Like saying no to your voice in your head and getting out of your comfort zone. And just like I am right now, I'm talking to you guys in a parking lot and random people came by and obviously they look at you funny, but you know, who cares? You know, I'm trying to do this to benefit me, my family, my friends, and it doesn't matter what strangers think of you, because
You're never gonna see them.
yeah, you're never gonna see them. You know, what are they gonna do for you? Even if they're hating or they're jealous, that does nothing to you. And obviously, the people watching are I hope supportive. If they're not, they're still viewing. So
Thank you.
thank you. But yeah, man, it's all about getting out of your comfort zone, and that's one thing that I also have to thank David, because David was one that really pushed me to really go out there and put myself out there. And like I said, I came here, I didn't know anybody, and David was one of the first people that I've met, and he was the one that took me out and showed me around. And obviously, when you come from a small town to Los Angeles, you're a small fish in a giant ocean. So David was one that kind of showed me the ropes, and I'm very thankful that he did, because you know, if you guys know, Los Angeles isn't really the best place to grow up and be a man. There's a lot of influence, a lot of temptation, a lot of peer pressure. So luckily, the friends that you surround yourself with are also going to be your future influence. So if I would have hung out with the wrong crowd, who knows where I would have been. And there was a lot of influence, and it definitely helped having a friend group that was not into that kind of things. And basically, they were the ones that kind of showed me, like, hey, this is what you should be doing, stay away from that, you know, don't get with this kind of crowds. And you know, little by little, I started picking things up. And I came from a small town, so I had no idea what street smarts were. So when David took me under his wing, I was very thankful, because you know, I didn't know anything. So I was definitely culture shocked, and I'm glad I had somebody here that showed me the ropes. And I wouldn't be able to honestly, I wouldn't be able to be here in this position, because I definitely think that the influence would have gotten to me. And if it wasn't for my close friends that kept me away from that, who knows where I would have been. And I'm very thankful. And because of those decisions and those choices that I made early on that were good, see, I'm here now. I'm not worried about, you know, the cops, or I'm not worried about, you know, certain people, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be basically how it is, just talking to you guys on camera, people all around you just watching you, and just do your thing. Anything else you want to say to to the people out there.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink
Do
it.
When you make connections, make sure they're good ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, be careful who you surround yourself with. Just because if you don't know any better, you might think that's the right choice. And sometimes, the flash and the glamour might seem pretty nice, but it's definitely not worth the risk. So it's better to be on the straight and narrow, do your thing, do the right thing, keep your head down, just work on yourself, and eventually everything will fall in place. Because, like I was saying, instant gratification, that would have been me choosing the wrong decisions, versus delayed gratification, me working on myself and me trying to build something out of it. And I am definitely excited for the future, because this has been my fourth video. So I'm trying to be consistent. So I've recorded every single day, and I think this is my fourth video. And it's definitely getting easier. I would have never sat in public, having people around me walking, talking to a camera. I would have never thought I would do this. But again, it's about getting out of your comfort zone, and also knowing what you want. What's the end goal? What's the why? And I'm not sure if I said it or not, but I definitely want to go ahead and be financially free. And I feel like YouTube might be a vehicle to get me there, just like everybody else that's doing it. And I've watched YouTube for a long time, and I've seen a lot of people come and go. And yeah, we got all these sports cars out here.
Wasted $5 of gas right there.
Dang. No, we're in a pretty nice area. All these cars. I think there was a GTR over there too, and I don't know, it was a G-Wagon? But anyway, back to my, I lost my train of thought again. What were we talking about? But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up and call it a night. So it was good talking to you guys again, and hopefully you guys get something informative out of these videos, and you guys keep tuning back in, and we'll see what the future holds.
All right, guys. Stay safe.
Anything you want to say to the camera before we go?
Yeah, just hit it hard. Life's hard, but hit harder.
Hey, damn! Repeat that one more time. What'd you
Life's
say?
hard, just hit harder.
There you go. We're signing out.